Labrador. The Big Land. One of the last untamed, unspoiled places left on Earth. A place where pristine lakes and rivers abound in a supernatural wilderness. It is here that my father and I have traveled to experience one of the top Atlantic salmon and brook trout fisheries on the planet. Big River. This long, meandering river is a place of dreams for any angler. Here you can cast dry and wet flies to fresh salmon who've just come in from the sea. Here, you can skitter flies on the surface and watch brook trout explode on your offering. It is truly unbelievable. Come join on our great adventure and learn more about Labrador and Big River Lodge. I've been waiting a long time to fly fish in Labrador for Atlantic salmon. And finally, the time for our week-long trip has come. Our adventure began in Goose Bay, Labrador. After spending the night in a local motel, first thing in the morning we boarded a float plane to fly the 120 miles to Big River along with other angling guests. Big River Lodge is perfectly located on the first riffled coming upriver, less than 5 miles from the ocean. It is also the first natural stop for Atlantic salmon traveling upriver. After settling in, we quickly got changed into our waders, grabbed our rods, and headed down to the river. Mitch Head will be our professional guide and tutor for the next week. Mitch is an experienced angler and is perfect for me as I'm still learning the skills of Atlantic salmon fishing. Though this is not my first time salmon fishing, I know every river is different and unique. Having an easygoing and knowledgeable guide like Mitch at my side is ideal.
So again here, just start with a shorter amount of line?
Yeah, always start with short line.
Oh! Okay. I'm gonna get this fish, all right. Like that?
Yeah, there you go, that's the spot. Ready again. Oh, you got him. Yeah, nice. Oh, no.
I was trying to reel up the rest of my line.
Slack line, yeah.
And just as I had all the line on the reel, he jumped and pulled tight. And all right, let's see if I still have my fly.
They're really fresh, they got a lot of strength.
Yeah, wow. That was a
pretty
nice
good grills.
fish.
Nice one.
Ooh, that was a nice
nice
jump.
fish, wasn't it?
Wow.
We'll be making our way down there.
It's always exciting when you can see fish jumping on the distance and you know, like you want to get there. And
It means we're moving up though.
yeah.
Oh!
Ooh.
Did he touch it?
Yep.
Oh, he may still come back.
With Mitch's guidance and instruction on how and where to swing my fly, it did not take long before I was getting strikes. Of course, the problem was keeping them on.
So is that
Down.
good or longer?
Down.
Towards
Can you
them?
see the rock on the point?
Yeah.
That's like a perfect angle right there.
Okay.
And another thing,
Yep.
when you're letting your fly swing, let it come all the way in
Okay.
and let it dangle there for a second.
Okay.
'Cause a lot of times this one they'll take
Oh,
right as
really?
it comes down to that last complete stop.
Okay.
And it's dangling there, a lot of times a lot of salmon will grab it then.
And am I following the line with my rod tip?
Yep.
Okay.
Keep it fairly low to the water too.
Okay.
Nice. I didn't actually see the rise, did you?
I didn't see it
no,
either.
I think he took it under the water.
I think so.
Oh,
no! Oh gosh. He was right there.
Yeah, he was right
where
in
the
that,
deep
right in that
water
bump
is.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's a hard take though, even though we didn't see it. I
Yeah.
really tugged on it.
Everything's all good there.
All right. Fish on. So I'm just going to fight this fish the best I can. He's taking a lot of line here. And try and remember all the things Mitch and my dad as well have taught me about the best way to fight a fish in. Try and keep my rod tip high and not put too much pressure on the fish. You don't want slack line, but if you put too much pressure on the fish, you're risking snapping it off and the fly popping out. Whoa, he's our fresh salmon, right new to the run, and we're so close to the ocean here. They're so aggressive. Mitch was telling me that they have salmon coming in with sea lice still on them. That's how fresh they are from the mouth of the river here. This guy's putting up a good fight. I think you can get over here a bit closer there. Oh, there we go.
I can hardly wait for tomorrow and fresh runs of salmon to arrive. Stay with us. Today, Mitch is taking us to one of 7 runs that are literally right in front of the lodge. It takes just a few minutes, whether by foot or boat, to get to one of the runs. The waiting is easy and safe here, something I appreciate.
So we're here in a new location, and Mitch was telling me the great thing about this spot is that there's tons of different types of pools to fish to. We've got some slower water for fishing dry fly, and then some faster currents to fish wet fly, and we've already seen fish jumping. I'm super excited to get my fly out in the water, and the best part about it was we were just a 2-minute boat ride away from the lodge. The lodge is just on the other side of this island here. There's a fish jumping right there, so I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna get my fly in the water, and hopefully we can find somebody active.
A lot of times if you can't get them to come back by shortening your line or something, we'll just change the fly, try something a little different.
Okay.
Show them something different. A lot of times they'll come right back.
And you're putting on a
Double
half
half-
hitch?
double half
hitch, right.
Which makes it a full one.
Does it makes it a full one, yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy to rise. As Mitch was explaining, switch up the fly if you've been getting a couple of rises, see if they'll come for it. First cast with this light-winged blue charm, and oh wow, he nailed that fly. Oh, shoot.
Well, it's okay.
The issue there, I think, I was trying to keep the fish's head up, to get it into the net. I put too much pressure on my line, and either he's taken my fly or the fly popped out, and that happens sometimes, unfortunately. But that just goes to show you can't put too much pressure on your line. Oh, that was an awesome take, though. Wow.
Mitch taught me about the riffling hitch, which is a unique way of tying your leader to the fly. This hitch puts the wet fly perpendicular to the river current as it swings. This riffling fly drives salmon crazy, and they will aggressively strike.
Okay, what I'm going to tie now is cinch knot. That's typically what we always use to start off. You just wrap it around at least 6 times. And then you take it right by the eye of the hook, there's a little loop. Slide it in through, like that. You grab this and just pull it tight. That's how it should look. Always test it. Make sure it's not going to pull off. And the half hitch is just really simple. It's your basic half hitch. We like to go behind the head of the fly, like that. And put 2, because a lot of times a single one will come off as you're fishing. And you put 2 on, just like that. And what this does, causes the fly to ride on its side. Makes a little wake too, so it's easier to see. But we find that the salmon like to see the fly silhouetted on its side better than just straight up and down looking at it. So this causes the fly to ride like this.
Fish on.
Nice.
Whoa, that was a good take. Now,
I didn't see that. Just let him run when he wants to run, when you feel him coming at you.
okay.
And a lot of times too, sometimes when they jump, you can sort of tell before you get the,
Yeah.
you feel the
bow
force
your
on them.
rod, right?
Yeah.
And it's best to try and keep them out of the current as best you can.
Yeah, just try to steer them out, put pressure on the opposite way when they, especially in really rough water, you want to keep them out of that. There's good chances you'll lose them.
Okay, and whoa, there we go. Awesome. Wow, that was really fun. Slammed that fly, great fight, but man, I gotta say, I'm pretty hungry. Do you wanna head in and we'll get some dinner and come back out again tonight?
Sounds good.
Great. I had the chance to chat with Judy Normore, who is a lodge manager. I asked her about some of the reasons why Big River Lodge is unique compared to other fishing destinations.
The reason that you would want to come to Big River, you have a passion for Atlantic salmon fishing. You like the experience of the sea-run trout being mixed in with the Atlantic salmon. The accommodations, the wildlife, the remoteness, even the trip flying into Big River Lodge. It's so remote, so unique, pristine, that you would enjoy that even before you start to get out on the river. There's just the overall experience is what I think you would enjoy.
Today, my father and I are taking a jet boat trip downriver with Mitch and some others to check out a small stream that runs into the tidal waters. Our hope is to find and catch wild brook trout. The view is incredible as we swiftly meander down the river, spotting wildlife such as bears, eagles, and then seals in the tidal waters. We beach the jet boat and Mitch soon sets me up on a deep pool that is below a small set of waterfalls. Literally my first cast and I'm into a nice trout.
Okay, so we moved downriver of the lodge and we've come to this set of falls, and there are large salmon in here supposedly, but there are also, also sea trout, which can be so much fun to catch. So Mitch has put a bomber on my line and I cast it out and literally I'm just letting it float back in the water and the fish are just slamming the fly. All right, let me see if I can find anybody else. Whoa,
That's a nice one. There you go.
that was so cool. He just came, sipped it right off the water. That was wild. Oof. Thanks, Mitch. Man, that was a beautiful first fish, and we've been barely fishing for 10 minutes. We've hooked into 3 fish and landed one, and you can see them coming up and surfacing and turning in the water, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And I'm so excited to see what else we can pull out of this river.
The next few hours are nothing short of spectacular. One brook trout after another smashed into the topwater offerings. Then, to my surprise, something special took my fly off the surface.
Holy cow, that is a big salmon. So my fly had just disappeared into a little bit of the few of the bubbles on the surface, and I barely saw the take of this salmon, but wow. Mitch, what would you like me to do here?
Where is he? Come over here.
Got him? Wow.
Nice.
Thanks, Mitch. That was an awesome salmon and an awesome take.
Like all great fishing trips, the day arrives when we must sadly leave this incredible lodge and the wonderful people who make it so very special. It's been the fishing adventure of a lifetime, and I truly hope anyone watching this will someday have the opportunity to visit Labrador, fish this river, and stay at Big River Lodge.
My father and I have had an amazing time here at Big River Lodge in Labrador. Thank you, Mitch, so much for helping us get into the hot spots and finding great fishing for both salmon and brook trout. If you'd like to learn more about the lodge or our show, visit us on the web at www.thenewflyfisher.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Mark Melnick from the New Fly Fisher television show. I really hope you enjoyed that full-length episode. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe today. Now, new episodes are going up all the time, so click that bell icon so that you're notified the next time we put one up.